I'm Welcome23, you're joining me for BloodBound 3, Chapter 10, The Test. Swallowing nervously as Takeshi tells you that Kano is waiting to meet you. Are you ready? Yeah, I think so. I guess I have to be. Don't worry, Amy, you're gonna kick ass. Mental ass, which is brain? The brain. The ass of the mind. What does that even mean? No, don't answer. You'll be fine, Amy. If you're able to resist Rhea, you're strong enough for anything. Exactly. Besides, you're the Bloodkeeper. Kano won't be able to refuse you, knowing that. You can do this, Amy. We all believe in you. Thank you. Honestly, it means so much knowing you're here, rooting for me. Of course we're rooting for you. And not just because of the psychic vampire blood goddess taking over New York. Although that is a factor, yes. But, we'd be supporting you regardless. I know, thank you. Hope I do you all proud. An awkward cough sounds where Takeshi's standing. When you're done with this little moment... Taking a deep breath, you nod and follow him to the door. You wave to the others before leaving with Takeshi. Takeshi guides you into a tall, unmarked building deep in the city. You enter together and take an elevator into a massive, empty office. This is a big place. You have no idea. You look around, but the office is empty. Are we the first ones here? Takeshi raises an eyebrow at you and then points to the elevator on your right. He's waiting below. Good luck. Wait, you're just gonna leave me? We try not to overwhelm Kano with too many people. He gets overstimulated easily. Okay, I guess that makes sense. The elevator will come for you when it's ready. Takeshi gives a half-hearted nod as he backs out of the door. Good luck. And then he's gone. Great. A moment later, there's a ding from the nearby, and you turn to see the elevator doors open. Swallowing, you enter. In the elevator, you brace yourself for it to stop, but it keeps going down and down. Okay, Amy, you can do this. It'll be fine. Not like the fate of the world rides on this or anything. After what feels like an eternity, the elevator stops, and your heart kicks up again in the panicked tempo. Here we go. You step out of the elevator and shield your eyes against the glaring white. When your eyes adjust, you realize the room you're in is completely stark. The walls are devoid of artwork or any decoration. The only thing in the room is a small table and two figures by it. Oh. One of the figures is a small Japanese boy, no more than 6 or 7 years old. The other is an older man, stern and serious. Welcome, Amy. We were told you would be coming. Yes, I mean, that's me, Amy. The young boy giggles. You take a deep breath and try to pull yourself together, walking further into the room. You put on your best smile. Thank you so much for agreeing to meet with me. I've heard a lot about you, Kano. For a moment, the man looks at you in confusion, and then he lets out a hearty laugh. No, you've got it wrong. I'm afraid. He steps to one side. The young boy approaches you with an impish smile. This is Kano. Hello, Amy. It's a pleasure to meet this generation's Bloodkeeper. The voice is clear, beautiful, almost like it's reverberating in your mind like a bell. And may I say your outfit is truly remarkable. I've never seen one quite like it. You're Kano? Salute him with goddamn respect. You're a kid. To your eye, perhaps. The way he speaks is so polished that you realize it's true. He's older than he seems. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's just that I know this vampire girl back in the States, but she's still a kid, like her personality and... Do not fret. I'm quite used to it, after 500 years of being in this body. You're really 500? Somehow I've managed to keep myself entertained this long. Wait, so if you're that old, how come you aren't part of the five?
Interesting. First you think I'm too young, and I'm too old.
What? No, I... He breaks his serious expression with a laugh.
Sorry, but I just had to see that look on your face again.
You are having a lot of fun with this, aren't you?
The key to living so long is to not take everything so seriously. If you do, you go mad.
Remembering why you're here, you take another deep breath. Well, there is something serious to discuss, actually. I'm here because
I know why you're here. I know that you have psychic abilities that awoke once you returned, and that you're the only one who can stand against Rhea.
You already know about Rhea?
She's the beginning of the vampire legacy, the bloodline from which we all descend. And yet, she's the force that could destroy just all of us as easily as she created us.
Yeah, especially since she has the ability to control a vampire's mind. She can force them to do terrible things. Remembering the way the others turned on you, you shudder. Kano seems to shudder as well.
It is truly a frightening power, and one that she will misuse to get her way.
But there's a chance at stopping her. If you help us, if you fight with us.
No.
What?
I will not fight. My role is to remain impartial. Waves crash and fall. I stand a rock.
How can you say that if you know what's at stake? Kano shrugs, unconcerned with your anger.
Half a millennium spent in the minds of others had put me at peace with not involving myself. One side will win, and the world will be reshaped yet again. It is how it has always been, and how it will always be. If Rhea wins now, after all this time, then perhaps it was meant to be.
But she'll kill us all, even you. You said it yourself. She has the power to destroy us, eradicate vampires and humans altogether. With every life she takes, she grows that much stronger. How much stronger will she be if she takes yours? The man frowns as Kano shrugs.
Whatever happens, will happen.
As anger shoots through you, Kano winces and clutches his head. The man puts a hand on his shoulder until he calms down. I'm sorry, it's just... This is really important to me.
I know, I can sense it. I can see what you've been through.
Then will you at least help me? Can you teach me how to use my powers? He looks at you for long, so long that you're afraid he simply won't answer. You swallow and are about to head back for the elevator when he speaks.
Yes, I'll teach you.
You will. Thank you.
I will not get involved in this war, but I can at least provide you with a tool, a weapon.
He steps forward towards you with a smile returning.
That is, if you prove yourself worthy.
He reaches out a hand as if to shake.
It's time to go.
You reach for his hand hesitantly. Go where?
In.
As you touch his hand, the room disappears around you in a flash of light. And you plunge into a roaring, blinding void. Whoa, what is this? You feel strangely disconnected from everything. Your body, surroundings, even your own mind. Flashes of memory dart past you with snippets of sound, vision, even taste and smell, like you're falling through a tunnel of sensory immersion. It's like a mind palace, if a mind palace was a free theme park ride. As soon as you think, you're quickly overtaken by a flash of memory, of raising your arms over your head and on a roller coaster. You even get the churning in your stomach that came with the fall. All these are my memories? Suddenly you're pulled up short before hurtling towards a nearby memory. Before you can brace yourself, you're flung through into a park during daytime. Your first instinct is to hide from the sun, but your skin doesn't burn, and you feel no pain. Right, this is just a memory, right? As if to confirm it, some much younger version of you runs by. That's me. Stunned, you watch yourself playing on the grass, ignoring the other kids nearby, while you devise a game of your own making. Suddenly, the younger version of you tenses up, staring at a tree. I don't remember this day at all. You walk towards yourself as the younger you approaches the tree slowly, almost mechanically.
What is this?
The younger you reaches out a hand towards the tree. Stuck in a knot is a tapestry fragment.
Wait.
Let it happen.
I remember this now. I was so scared. But I have to let myself learn.
Watch as the younger you gasps and freezes up. You can't remember what the vision was except for the cloying smell of blood, the echoes of screams in your mind. The younger you wrenches herself back with a frightened sob.
No, no.
The other children turn to look at her, pointing and grinning as she begins to freak out in earnest.
Mommy, Mommy!
Runs away sobbing. You shake your head, knowing that whatever it is you saw, it was enough to scare you, to scar you, to make you bury it down deep.
My God, I forget all about that.
So you're suddenly yanked back into the void, the funnel of memories and visions. You feel dizzy and sick until you hurtle through a new one. When you orient yourself, you blink and look around and wonder. This is... You turn around towards the kitchen table and room around you, closing in warm familiarity. You're in a place you grew up, your parents' house.
Mom?
Your mother sits at the kitchen table, cradling her forehead in her hand. She looks exhausted.
Amy?
You take a step forward.
I'm here, Mom.
But she doesn't hear you. Instead, the younger version of you hurries into the kitchen.
What is it, Mommy? Can you make me some tea, sweetheart? The herbal stuff in the tin. Okay.
You watch yourself put on the kettle, welling with emotion over the way your mother smiles fondly at your bag. When the younger you places a steaming mug before her, your mother sighs and cradles it between her hands. Thank you, sweetheart.
Is today a bad day?
It's getting there. My head is just so full. She shudders and sighs, wincing like she's in pain. The younger you leans her head against your mother's arm.
She would get like this once in a while. I used to think they were just bad headaches, but...
As you watch, the younger version of you looks up at your mother, eyes growing distant.
Oh, a cave? And a tree? What are those, Mommy?
Your mother gasps and pushes you away, making the younger you stumble.
Mommy? I'm sorry, baby. You shouldn't be near me right now. But... Get away from me!
Younger version of you recoils, hurt, as your mother cradles her head in her hands. Seeing it play out before you, the revelation unfurls through you slowly yet certainly.
She's a bloodkeeper, too. I got my powers from her. I can't believe. And she didn't tell me. If she knew and she suspected that I'd have the same power, she should have told me. I could have been spared a lot of grief. I could have started training so much earlier. I could have been strong enough to take down Rhea once I had the chance.
Your mother hides her face in her hands as the younger you runs out of the room, trying not to cry.
She just wanted to protect me from what she saw. I understand, Mom.
Gradually, the memories around you fades until you find yourself back in the void. You're assaulted on all sides by visions, hearing your name called in different voices at different volumes. Finally, you make out a familiar voice and turn towards it.
Adrian?
As soon as you think his name, you're zooming towards the visions as it overtakes you. You find yourself in the conference room at Rain's HQ. Wow, feels like it's been so long since I saw this place. But this time, there's no younger you. There's just you. You're sitting at a table opposite Adrian. One last question. Leans forward, hands folded together, and his expression is intense and penetrable. This is our interview. Long time ago, lived a man in a distant village. He had a good enough life, a wife, 3 kids, a village of friends, a plot of land to call his own. When one day, while plowing his field, he found a buried lamp. When he rubbed it, a genie appeared and gave him 3 wishes.
Is this my interview?
For the first wish, he asked for a great wealth. A pile of gold appeared all around him. But the rest of the village suffered instantly. The crops withered, wells dried, larders went empty. Next, the man wished for immortality. The genie granted it, but when he ran into his house, his wife and children were all dead. Henry pauses, staring in your eyes, searching, intense. Tell me, Amy, what would the man ask for his 3rd and final wish?
He should choose to undo his last 2 wishes.
Because because he'd already had all he really wanted or needed. It's a story about greed and temptation. There's no way for the man to win because he should never have played this game. All he can hope for is to bring things back to the way they were. Adrian pauses, deep in thought, finger steepled, and then frowns. I'm sorry, but I don't think this is gonna work out. Wait, what? Thank you for coming in today, but I'm afraid it's a no-go. Good luck with your other interviews. Oh no, this isn't how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to hire me, I'm supposed to... You reel from the disgusted look Adrian gives you across the table. Nicole, please see her out. My pleasure. What the hell? But I... Feel Nicole grab your arm at the same time, you're thrown back into the void. What? You hold your head as the visions swarm around you. What the hell? These were supposed to be memories, but that wasn't my memory, was it? I did get the job, didn't I? Adrian saw potential in me, and then I unlocked my powers, and... You feel the core of yourself shudder, thrown off course. Who would I have been now if I hadn't gotten that job? If I hadn't met the others? If I hadn't been turned? Just a corpse in the middle of New York like all the rest. The realization is crushing, the despair, the isolation, the doubt. As if in response, the visions close in, loud and overbearing. Stop it, just stop it! The void shivers around you and a new vision emerges. Blindly, you run through it. You find yourself in a dark field at night. Fireflies drift lazily across the tall grass as you smell the blood reaches you. Where am I now? Is this actually a memory or something else? The sound of crying makes you turn. Nearby is a young boy kneeling among the corpses, his face and shirt bloody. Mommy. Daddy. Kano. You stare at him at the innocence, pain in his eyes, and you realize this must be before he was turned. The shadow on your right makes Kano flinch back, throwing himself into one of his parents' bodies on instinct. Who's there? Get away! Shadow kneels beside him. You back away. Gaius?
It was the Van Bandits, wasn't it? Been traveling the farmlands lately.
Kano just gapes at him, tears and snot gleaming on his face in the moonlight. You know they must be speaking in Japanese, but in the memory you're able to understand them clearly. The words translated in your mind. My parents. He clutches tighter to what you realize is the body of his father, a man riddled with arrows.
I'm sorry, little one. I've been prowling these lands to put down the bandits. I was too late.
Guy sniffs the air and frowns. You see now that the blood doesn't belong to Kano's parents.
You're hurt.
Kano shifts. You see the way he holds a hand to his small stomach, sliced through with a blade. It's pale and shaking with blood loss. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Humans are monsters, scum. They'll pay what they've done. Make sure of it.
Kano leans towards him, terrified and hurting. For a moment, Gaius looks startled, almost as if he's striking something buried deep within him.
I can help you, little one. If you want me to heal you, I can. I can give you strength. I can give you a chance to avenge your family beside me.
So this is it. This is how Kano was turned. Something good? Or shouldn't have done that to a child. He was gonna die though, so he actually did something good. His intentions might be flawed, but that doesn't mean he hasn't made the right choices in the past. You watch as Gaius guides Kano towards him, holding him gently.
Will you let me help you, little one? Will you let me turn you into a god?
Kano licks his dry lips and then nods. Gaius runs a hand over the boy's hair and then opens his wrist with a fang.
This won't take too long, just hold on to me.
Watch as Gaius presses his wrist to Kano's lips as Kano drinks deep.
One day there'll be less orphan children in the world, less violence, less loss. One day I'll create a better world, a world for our kind.
Turning, you exit the memory and slip back into the void. God, that was... You're buffeted by the visions crowding you still shaken from all you've seen. You feel weak, desperate. Please, I want to get out of here. Reach out for the first vision you can find. Now you're somewhere else. An opera house. It looks like packed with people. But this doesn't feel like a memory or a vision. It feels like the future. What? You look down at your hands and find them coated in ash, and then you understand. No. Power surges through you, hot and terrible. The people in the audience scream and scatter, scaring at you like you're a monster. But all you feel is hate and rage. Your hands clenched, your vision burns. Who are these people to look at you like that? To judge you? Tiny, little, insignificant things, droplets in a torrent. What are their lives compared to your pain? What are their screams compared to your power? They have no idea what you can do, no idea what you can become. You extend your hands and their screams are so loud they shake the walls. And then you're back, and the boy, safe. What was that? Breathe deep, collecting yourself, and then you see it, a piece of something floating past, not a vision, but something more tangible. It's a tapestry fragment. You drift closer to it, sensing another sort of vision, one that's unmistakably a memory. You see a flash of Korea, Gaius, defenseless village, an answer to how the man you saw in the field with Kano turned into a monster. But this flash is distant, obscured, hidden behind a fragment. This fragment will show you the secret of Gaius' origin, how he really became the monster you faced. Slowly, you reach out for the tapestry fragment, your fingers brushing against it. And you're transported back to Medea, to a hilltop overlooking a slumbering village below. Two familiars stand on the top of the hill, staring at the village. I've tracked their location to here. Within this village are the sons of Ares. The bastards who killed my family. She goes a hand into a fist, pale, knuckled, and trembling. Her face is hard, unforgiving.
It looks like a humble fishing village, not the sort of harbor extremists like the Sons.
Do not be fooled. The elders themselves are sheltering the sons of Ares, which means the entire place must be purged.
Purged, but...
Rhea turns to him, grief deadening her eyes. He swallows.
My goddess, there are children in that village. No, they're not. Innocent people who likely have no opinion on the Sons.
Rhea smiles, but it's mirthless and doesn't reach her eyes.
My poor sweet boy, you're still holding on to the belief that not all humans are evil. But you know exactly what the sons of Ares have done, the people they've massacred, the riots they've caused, what they did to me.
Her voice catches and she looks away. Gaius twitches as if to step closer to her, but stays put.
What they took from me?
I know full well the Sons of Ares need to be dealt with, but to involve innocent humans...
No human is innocent, can't you see that?
She grabs Gaius by the face, cradling it between her hands. His eyes widen.
Humans are a disease. The moment we look away from them, they strike us. We offer them peace, they respond with bloodshed. We are superior beings, stronger, faster, more difficult to kill. But they are nothing, insects that can be squashed with a simple press of a thumb. Their very existence is a cruel joke, one that has been tasked to deal with.
Giverlet lets him go, one hand caressing his cheek.
If we let them continue to spread and conquer this land, it'll be inviting a rot to fester in our home. Eventually the foundation will crumble, fall away, and we'll be all left with ruins. Our kingdom, world, will be lost. So here, now, we must prevent them from causing more harm. Surely you of all people understand what the humans are capable of?
Gaius looks down, his brow furrowed in thought.
But surely there are good humans among them.
Rhea lowers her voice and leans in closer.
You know, they will come for us eventually. They will drive us apart. They will take me from you, kill me. You will be all alone, Gaius. Abandoned, lost, unloved.
Basically, she manipulated him. Gaius' eyes widen again. He opens and closes his mouth wordlessly, barely able to breathe.
Even if the sons of Ares fall, and we leave the villagers alive, they will mobilize and attack. They know the threat we pose. Would you really be alright letting them live, knowing they will retaliate, that they will stop at nothing to see me dead?
She steps back and Gaius stands there for a moment longer, still torn.
All I want is a world that is safe for us, sometime without means taking care of threats such as these. But if this price for safety, I will gladly pay it. If it means you are safe, I will pay it many times over. I can only hope you will say the same for me.
Rhea.
I need a soldier, guys. Someone who's unflinching. Someone who knows what it takes to remain dedicated in the face of turmoil. Will you be that someone, Gaius? Will you be my soldier?
Gaius closes his eyes as a single tear escapes, glinting on his cheek in the starlight.
I can't. Anything else you ask of me I will do, but the murder of innocents, of children, this I cannot do.
Rhea plaintively, face hard, her eyes burning with suppressed rage.
After all I've done for you, and yet you cannot do this one thing for me. Fine. You leave me no choice.
What do you mean?
She extends a hand, and suddenly Gaius' body twitches and grows tense.
Rhea, what are you doing to me?
You left me no choice.
Somehow you can see what she's doing. You can feel her power at work. You can feel as she reaches deep into his soul, as she alters him, changes him, bends him to her will. She doesn't change much, just enough. She smothers his compassion for humans, his empathy, his capacity for understanding, closing off just enough of his decency, and then steps away.
Do it. Kill them all. Do not stop until they're all dead.
It would be my honor.
Gaius charges down the hillside towards the village, steel gleaming in his hand and murder in his eyes. And Rhea smiles. Come back to yourself with a small gasp, disoriented. God, Rhea, what she did. It's horrible even to Gaius. You found a fragment of the mysterious portrait. Is that a gun and a knife? I think it is. Once you've calmed down, you continue on through the void. Eventually, the void thins and blurs around you until you're standing in an eerie, hazy forest. Great, where am I now? Another vision? But it doesn't feel like the other memories or visions you've encountered. You uneasily walk through the trees, twigs crunching underfoot. Faint wailing noises reaches you, as well as a low moaning like wind. You have no body here, yet you still feel cold. Okay, Kano, very funny. Can you let me out now? There's no answer, even the forest grows silent around you. What? You take a few more steps forward, until you begin to hear breathing behind you. Turning, you come to face with Crypto Feral. That's a new one. Back away quickly, sliding over the decaying leaves and tripping over tree roots. But from the shadows and trees come more creatures, all of them looming and leering, baring sharp teeth. Ooh. What the hell? A werewolf? Oh, Minotaur. Oh, come on, a Minotaur? This is dumb. Continue to back away as all creatures stalk closer, all with the intent to do you terrible harm. This is a trial, a test, to fight my fears, which apparently includes a Minotaur. I can do this if I believe. But before you can finish, the Minotaur swings his axe, hitting you hard in the edge of the blade. You hurl aside, bleeding and gasping. That hurt. How did that hurt? Oh my god, is this one of those die in a dreams, you die in real life scenarios? Monsters approach, crowding in on you with this from the sides. I can't take all of them on my own. You shut your eyes tight, helplessness overwhelms you, choking on fear. Help! Suddenly your mind seems to open like a window, allowing you to peer out from your own thoughts. You feel yourself reaching out towards the others, the ones you care about most. Adrian, Camila, Jax, Lily. Guys. You can feel all of them. Adrian, Camila, Lily, Jax. You realize that you have just enough power to call one of them towards you to have them fight with you. This is your chance to pull a loved one into your dreamscape and have them fight alongside you and share a special, magical moment in this dreamscape. I mean, who else did you think I would summon? You focus on Adrian, finding his familiar presence not too far away from you. Adrian. Mentally, you reach for him, drawing his attention towards you, your minds linking until... Amy? He's standing right beside you, not his physical form, but a mental conjuration of him. You came. I felt something like you, so I just followed it. And he looks around at the monsters creeping in closer. He takes a surprised half-step backwards. So, where exactly are we?
Kano is giving me some sort of psychic test, but he didn't say I couldn't have help.
Adrian blinks at you and then laughs in delight. He easily slides into an offensive stance. Let's do this, then. As if the monsters were waiting for their cue, they suddenly rush in. Adrian grabs a feral by the neck, rips out its throat, grab a tree branch with a sharp, pointy end. Come at me. A crypto feral rushes in, and you duck under its sweeping arm to stab it between the ribs. Looks like venom. Actually, carnage. Werewolf lunges at Adrian, tackling him to the ground. Adrian! What should I do? Distract him? Death from above! You quickly climb the nearest tree and then fall onto the werewolf from above, brandishing your stick. You land on its back, stab at it with your branch. Taking advantage of the distraction, Adrian kicks the werewolf off of him and slashes his sharp fingernails across its throat. You roll to one side and pop back to your feet with a grin. Thanks, behind you! You quickly duck and let Adrian take out a feral that had been staggering towards you as he rips its head off with a single vicious jab. Cool, now we're even. The two of you turn back to back, fighting against the horde of unending monsters, but instead of being afraid, you actually are having fun. On your right. Got it. Then the remaining ferals begin to scatter, scared by something. You look around in your vision until you see a Minotaur pawing at the ground and snorting. There are Minotaurs? It's a whole thing. You and Adrian share a look and then nod. We should trip it. Happy to. The two of you spring apart just as the Minotaur charges. There's a big branch just there. You point and Adrian picks it up, tossing one end to you. The two of you stand behind two trees as the Minotaur turns and charges again, holding the branch at an angle height. Minotaur goes down with a crash, skidding across the forest floor. We did it. We just killed a Minotaur. How did you kill it? Are you telling me it just dies by falling? Come on. We just killed a Minotaur. Oh, what? Is this your first time? Catching your breath, you throw Adrian a vicious grin, or victorious grin, when she returns. You were amazing, Amy. I couldn't have done it without you. I bet you could have. You're stronger than you give yourself credit for. Adrian. The two of you stare at one another, the forest around you, misty and silent. So this is your dream? Sort of. I don't know. It's like a space within my mind, my psychic palace. And you control it? Kind of. I mean, maybe, if I try. Close your eyes, and the forest around you fades. And you find yourself in a bright, sunlit meadow. Oh. Was that me? You turn to Adrian, but he's standing still amidst the grass, eyes shut, a soft smile on his face. The sunlight. I've missed it so much. Even with the serum, it was different. Not like this. It's been too long. He turns to you, thoughtful. How did you know I wanted this? I don't know. I guess I just did. Amazing. The world can be such a frightening, monstrous place when you live for centuries. You get lost in the darkness. But when I'm with you, I remember there's still so much wonder. So much beauty. So much to fight for. So much to live for. Adrian. Even though you know you're both not in physical bodies, you still get drawn to wrap your arms around his neck. When you kiss him, you don't just feel it as a physical sensation, but like a pleasant wave of warmth through your mind. Adrian kisses you deeply, holding you close as your minds briefly connect. You can feel his fondness and his affection, reflected by your own. Suddenly you feel yourself leave the ground. When you look up, you gasp. We're flying? Adrian laughs, gazing across the tree line as the two of you float above the branches. Well, when in a dream. He kisses you again as you drift through the sky, the air cool on your skin. You can sense his desire for you, makes you shiver, kissing him hard for another breathless moment. When you finally break away, he begins to grow hazy, gone back to his own body. I'll see you soon, Amy. Yeah, I'll see you too. Once Adrian is gone, you take a deep breath and turn back to the forest. I did it. I can come back. You come back to yourself in the white room. Kano's leaning over you. You sit up with a smile. I really did it, didn't I? I passed your test.
Well done, Amy. I thought I'd get you with the last one. I misjudged your tenacity. You took the road inwards. You found the truths of your past, confronted your fears, temptations. So, what lies ahead? You are ready.
Reaches out hand as if to help you up. You reach out to take it when a shadow stirs behind him.
What?
The word is choked off as he coughs blood. Speckling your face, a stake protrudes from his tiny chest. Oh my god. Kano's eyes go lifeless as he begins to dissolve in ash. Standing over you is a familiar figure.
Amy, did you really think you could run from me so easily?
You scramble to your feet and back away. Hard-hammering guy stalks you slowly, carefully, his smile never leaving his face.
But the plane...
You really think the mere fall would get rid of me?
He steps closer, you're shaking all over, unable to make sense of your own thoughts, your own terror. You think back to the visions you saw in the void, the way you connected with Gaius' mind on Adrian's plane. His eyes born to you, promising pain and death. Your chest throbs with the phantom pain of Jack's sword. I'm gonna run. Not knowing what else to do, you begin to run for the door, but your legs are weak with fear and Gaius easily catches you.
No. This will all be over soon.
You feel a blade sink into you, over and over, while you sink to the floor as your body dissolves. You have died. Okay, so apparently I'm supposed to scream? Screaming apparently works. Okay, screaming versus running. This is stupid. The terror overcomes you, locking you in place. All you can do is let out a wild scream, tearing up your throat before Gaius chokes it off with his hand.
Goodbye, Amy.
He strangles the life out of you, make your vision darken, your body slackening, devolving in ash. Oh my god, okay, we do nothing. We apparently do nothing. Alright, I wonder how many people are going to be confused by this one. Yeah. I'll do nothing. Watch us still die. You stand firm, staring Gaius down, and do nothing at all.
And aren't you going to run, scream, or hide?
No, I'm not, because I'm not afraid of you. Pulling down your fears as best as you can, you shakily open your arms and take a step forward. He snarls and backs away. You are what I fear most. Were what I feared most, but not anymore. I refuse to let the thought of you control me. I refuse to let you have that power. I'm done being afraid of you, Gaius, and I will destroy you. Gaius flinches back as if siphoning off your fear. You feel stronger, powerful, and then you wake up with a gasp. Mother... in his chest. Kiss my ass, Kano. Kano leans over you, smiling.
Welcome back, for real.
What? But I saw you... You sit up, looking wildly around. Where's Gaius?
He was never here. That was my last test, and you passed. You decided to let yourself face your fear, rather than let it guide you. You are worthy.
He holds out a small hand warily. You take it in your arms.
Congratulations, my people. Our training starts tomorrow. Yes!
Grin and turn away. But for 1 second, for one fleeting moment, it almost looks like your hand is covered in ash. What? And then it's normal again. Not a vision, not the future, just a trick of the light. It had to be. Didn't it? Alrighty, folks. Well, I guess that was short and easy BloodBound today. Once again, thank you all for coming. Very much appreciated. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down the description below. Links to social media, Discord, and a few links to support yours truly. And I'll be streaming later this evening, either on Twitch, mainly, but also on Mixer, because around 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Twitch servers go to caca. So, without further ado, thank you all for tuning in, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace, peace, peace. Much love.